Okay, I want to read Psalms, the second chapter. Psalms 2 and 1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" See, that's why I tell you in Ecclesiasticus 3 and 24 says, "Many are deceived by their own vain or worthless opinion, and an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment." So the people imagine a vain thing. That's what I tell you how. And go to Jeremiah 16:16. And people imagine a vain thing. Jeremiah 16:16. "Behold, I was," no, verse 19, Salakia. We don't get to that, but verse 19. "O Most High are my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth," that's the end of the earth, last days, "and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity," there it is, "and things wherein there is no profit." See? "Shall a man make gods unto himself, and there are no gods?" I mean, like we've been reading, all the gods of the nations are idols. So these Gentiles are talking about these other nations, and some of you Israelites out there that call yourself Gentiles, talk about you too, because you learn the way of the heathen. You follow the way of the heathen. But here, I just want to show you how the other nations are going to say, hey, our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, things where there is no profit. That's why it's saying here. Psalms 2 and 1. "Why do the heathen rage?" These other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. "And the people imagine a vain thing. The kings of the earth," now talk about us, we ain't no kings of the earth, "set themselves," the kings of the earth set themselves, "and the rulers take counsel together." Against who? Against the Most High. You hear this? Against the Most High. You hear about these nations in Psalms 83rd chapter, give a clear indication of who they are. They taking counsel against the Most High and against his anointed, saying, I mean, you already said, "Touch not my anointed." They already touched the anointed of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua being the anointed Savior. They can counsel against the Most High, against the Mashiach Yahushua, and against the children of Israel. But they say, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us." Let's cast them away from us, that the name of Israel won't be no more in remembrance. We as the people wouldn't know who we are as the chosen people of the Most High, the 12 tribes of Israel. "He that sitteth in the heavens, the Most High, shall laugh." Hear that? He gonna laugh. "The Most High shall have them in derision." Most High gonna have them in derision. "Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Most High have said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance." That's what the Mashiach Shai coming back to judge and make war. Listen, "Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen," these other nations outside of the 12 tribes, "for thine inheritance, and the utmost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron." Hear that? You're going to break them with a rod of iron. "Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." You know, you have a clay pot, you just throw it on the ground, it just scatter everywhere. That's why you say you're going to root them with a rod of iron. The rod of iron is the laws of the Most High. "Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed." They're supposed to be listening to what it is that we bring forth in these last days. "Be instructed. Ye judges of the earth, serve the Most High with fear, and rejoice with trembling." See? Because his judgment is coming. That's why Mashiach Shai, go to Revelation 19. You don't want to fear him, it's okay. Revelation 19:11. "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. This is a Mashiach Yahushua coming in righteous power. And in righteousness, he does judge and make war. So he coming to judge and make war with these nations that are in power, the kings of the earth, as he just said. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, powers and authority. He's angry. His eyes going to be red like fire. He got many crowns on his head, which is powers and authority, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. A new name that nobody knows but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And him coming with the Word of the Most High got a voice, and he's the Word of the Most High. Mashiach Yahushua, that's what he say he gonna do. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, 200 million, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Listen, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it, with the sharp sword, he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of almighty power, the Most High. And we say he's going to break them in pieces like a potter's clay. So you don't have to fear the Most High if you don't want to. But it's enough in here to let you know the judgment of the Most High, when it comes, it's coming, y'all. Listen to what it says concerning Mashiach Yahushua. Go to Revelation 16 and 5. And I heard the angel of the waters say, Thou art righteous, O Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, which art, and was, and shall be, because thou hast judged us. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. And I heard another out of the altar say, Even so, Most High Power Almighty, true and righteous are thy judgments. See? What's he gonna come to judge and make war with a true and righteous judgment upon this earth. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. He gonna be scorching men from the sun, magnify the heat, that he's gonna scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of the Most High, which have power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. See? They don't repent. How you going to fear the Most High to tell you what they're going to do? They ain't going to repent to give him glory. See? And the fifth angel poured out his vial of destruction upon the seat of the beast. And his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, and blasphemed the power of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. Didn't ask for forgiveness for the wickedness that they have done. But you know, that's the future prophecy. It goes on and on and on. And it just, you know, that's just a little something of what he said they're going to do. Go to Psalms, the 15th chapter. Psalms 15. Look at Psalms 15:1. Most High, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly, a righteous man, keeping the laws of the Most High, and worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart, speaketh the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High in his mind. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach or disgrace against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned, but he honoreth them that fear the Most High. Hear that? But he honoreth them that fear the Most High. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury. Telling people they got you like usury is like interest. You give them $100, they give you $200 back. Nor taketh reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved. The Most High gonna be with you. Just a moment.